36 champion, 1.8 times more stats. Explanation of the perfect way to effectively choose champions. Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Domex back here with another anime fighting simulator video. Today I'm going to teach you the best champions for each stat, plus PvP plus PvE. There are currently 4 places you can obtain champions. You can skip 2 minutes if you already know where and how to obtain champions. Let's get right to it. The first place is going to be the normal champion pod. It costs 5,000 Chikara. It gives a variety of champions. Although it's very cheap, I do not recommend you spend Chikara on this. The next spot you can obtain champions are going to be quests. There are currently 2 quests that give you champions, Kirito and Reindeer. You can find them right next to the spawn. They are both limited and will be gone soon, so I highly recommend you grind these 2 quests. The next spot is going to be the premium champion pod. The champions they give are quite decent compared in time efficiency. This is where you want to spend your Chikara as a beginner. It costs 15,000 Chikara. Moving on to the next. The final spot will be the 2 mini-bosses. The first mini-boss will be Pain. There is a 0.005% chance, which means you have to kill him 20,000 times. He has 2 SX health, which means you need to be at least in the QNs to kill him. Here are the stats. He also drops a lot of Chikara, so you could use him for Chikara farming. The next mini-boss will be Rimuru. It is also a 0.005% chance. Rimuru will be gone soon, so you have to farm this. Half the health of Pain. It is one of the most OP champions in the game. If you don't get it, you will be making tear marks all over your pillow. Here are the stats. Now let's get right to the tier list, starting with strength. The first champion for strength is going to be Sirius Saitama. He can be obtained at the normal champion pod for a 0.005% chance. Although he is the best, I would not recommend you waste your Chikara getting him. The second best champion is going to be Pain. He is a drop from the Pain mini-boss for a 0.005% chance. I recommend you grind Pain because he is OP for not only strength but durability. The third best champion will be normal Saitama from the premium champion pod. He is a cheap version of Sirius Saitama. He does have a yen multiplier as a huge advantage, but it isn't worth the stats, which means normal Saitama is also a waste of Chikara, so just grind Pain. The final champion for strength is going to be Kroll. He can be gained at the premium pod for a 3.12 chance. He is on the list because he is very cheap and is an easy to obtain champion. So as a beginner starting the game, Kroll is going to be the best champion to start off with. Moving on to the next. The best champion for Chakra is finally going to be Rimuru. You can obtain this champion as a drop from the mini-boss for a 0.005% chance. The stats are insane, so you have to grind it before it leaves the game. Otherwise, you will be sobbing in your bed at night like a bitch. The next most broken champion is going to be Light Yagami. You can get him from the normal champion pod. He is a good champion to start off with, but don't waste your time in Chikara getting him. The chances are way too rigged compared with his stats. Instead, just grind Rimuru. The third champion will be Goku from the premium champion pod. He does give the same amount of chakra stats as Genos, but has better abilities and buffs, which is why he is in third place. I rather recommend you to get Genos because he is way easier to get. The final champion for chakra is going to be Genos. He can be gained at the normal champion pod for a high chance since he is a legendary. He is also on the list because he is very cheap and is an easy to obtain champion. So as a beginner starting the game, Genos will be the best champion to start with. Moving on to the next. The first champion for durability is going to be Sirius Saitama. As I said, he can be obtained at the normal champion pod for a 0.005% chance. Although he is the best, I would not recommend you waste your Chikara getting him. The second best champion for durability is going to be Pain again. He is a drop from the Pain mini-boss for a 0.005% chance. I recommend you grind Pain because, as I said, he is OP for not only durability but strength. In third place will be Gojo from the normal champion pod. He isn't worth the time nor the Chikara, so I have nothing to say but grind Pain instead. The final champion will be Reindeer. It can be obtained from the quest given out by Choppa at spawn. It really isn't that hard to get it. It also gives a lot of sword stats, which means it is good for quest and total power. Moving on to the next, the best champion for sword with no doubt will be Kirito. He gives the best sword stats along with a 1.05 yen multiplier. He can be obtained from the Kirito NPC questline at spawn. Kirito will be leaving on January 27th, so get to grinding. The next champion is going to be Choppa. As I said earlier, it can be obtained from the Reindeer NPC questline at spawn. He is also a limited, so get him soon. He gives a lot of durability as well, which means he is good for quests and total stats. The third champion will be Ichigo. He can be obtained from the normal champion pod at spawn. He does give you all sword strength, durability, which is very useful for increment quests. It is a legendary, so it should be easy to get. Lastly, the final champion will be Rengoku. He does give you 70% of your sword stats, but he is not worth it. Like Ichigo, he can be obtained from the normal champion pod at spawn. Both Ichigo and Rengoku are legendaries, so just aim for Ichigo. Moving on to the next. For PvE, the best champion is decided by whether you can or cannot one-shot the mobs. If you can do enough damage to one-shot, then the best champion is going to be the champion that has the best yen multiplier. The next factor you should consider is the Chikara multiplier. If you have an increment quest or need to train sword stats, you should use the champion that fits the situation better. For PvP, the best champion is going to be the champion that gives you the best damage buff. The nerf of incoming damage is the second factor you should consider. The special effects for each champion really does not matter that much. The best champions for PvP are currently Shunro, Itachi, Sasuke, and Escanor. If you are a chakra player, Shunro will fit you the best, and if you're a strength player or a mixed player, Itachi and Sasuke will suit you the best. Escanor is going to be OP only at daytime, but when it is day, he is the best champion for PvP. That will be all for today. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps a lot.